Nobody on this Tigers roster outside Matt Vierling had MLB postseason experience before last week, including, of course, the rookie pitcher Jackson Jobe, who was called up with less than a week to go in the regular season and is confirmed to have made it on the Tigers roster for the ALDS here in Cleveland.
I thought, aside from the first pitch I threw, I thought I made some pretty good pitches, and things just didn't happen to go my way, but that's baseball. It's not the first time that's happened. It won't be the last time.
Jobe made his postseason debut in Game 2 against Houston, called on to protect a 1-0 lead in the 7th, but hit the leadoff batter, allowed a single, and both runners eventually came in to score.
And I texted back and forth with him after the game with Game 2 and just let him know that I thought he did tremendously well. If anything, the way that he threw the ball gives me more confidence that he can handle it. I mean, he didn't even get hit hard. He didn't. There wasn't a ball that was on the barrel, and I think the closest thing was a 180-foot pop-up that Vierling caught in foul territory. So he got a little unlucky, clipped the first hitter, slow ground ball. We didn't convert it out. We didn't convert it out on a bunt. Altuve hits the pop-up down the line. So, his inning could have gone very differently. I know I put him in a tough, unfamiliar spot. But this kid can handle it, and I'm excited to get him back on the mound. That's exactly what I told him.
Now that he's shaken off another first, it's a great time for the rookie to learn from these experiences.
Every time that phone rings, you kind of get a little, your eyes kind of light up. But yeah, no, I was ready. I feel like I've developed a pretty decent routine out of the bullpen, just talking to some of the older guys and picking their brains a little bit. But yeah, I was every bit of ready as I could have been to go in the game.
I think the biggest thing is just routine, and guys are used to playing a long toss, and they're used to having plenty of time on their own timeline as to when they're getting ready. And even though I try, when you're in the pen in the playoffs, you might have 2 batter notice. If you get 3, you're pretty lucky because I'm reading the game as fast as I can. So if we can create some good routines for him, which is why we brought him up and put him in the pen right away, it's why we didn't even flirt with starting him in his first week in the big leagues. We're trying to get him up to speed as fast as possible.
There are still some little things the 22-year-old is learning, such as the pitch comms in his hat, or how to hear yourself think over 40,000 fans at Minute Maid Park screaming at you. But for now, we're on to Progressive Field. I'm Rachel Hotmeyer, and CBS Detroit Sports will have you covered every step of the way as long as the Tigers are still in this thing.